So hello everyone and welcome to the Valley and Peak YouTube channel. So this is our second video and I'm going to start with kicking off with a little mini series. So I want to focus on making videos explaining various ratings such as sleeping bag ratings, an R-value rating for sleep mats, the hydrostatic head rating and so on. So to kick this mini series off, we're going to talk about season ratings on tents, mainly 3-season and 4-season. So they're the typical ratings that you usually find on the tent manufacturer's website or in the shop. But I think it's important to break these ratings down and explain really what is a 3-season tent and what is a 4-season tent. So if you are in the market for a backpacking tent, you may have noticed the different season ratings on tent manufacturers. They use these to class their tents, but what do these ratings actually indicate and why are they so important when picking a tent? We're here to explain the fundamentals of season ratings and provide advice on selecting the ideal tent for your needs. So picking the right tent. Selecting a tent can seem a little overwhelming at first, but ultimately it comes down to 3 things: the weight, durability and the features, and obviously the environment you will be camping in. The most common ratings you'll find on a tent are 3-season and 4-season. So it might appear pretty straightforward. A 3-season tent is intended for 3 seasons, while a 4-season tent is meant for winter camping. However, the reality is a little bit more complicated. So instead of focusing solely on the seasons, it's more helpful to think about which type of tent is built to endure. Season ratings are more about the weather conditions a tent can handle than the specific time of year. For instance, a 4-season tent might be more appropriate for high winds on a mountain summit in the UK, even during the summer months. So a 3-season tent. These tents are some of the most common and versatile options for UK camping. They can handle moderate rain, wind and cool temperatures and provide sufficient ventilation and insulation. While they are mainly designed for spring, summer and autumn, they can also be used in mild winter conditions as long as there is no heavy snowfall or really high winds. They are versatile for camping in a variety of settings such as forests, fields, mountains and lakesides. So a 4-season tent. These are probably the most rugged and resilient tents on the market, specifically engineered for winter conditions and harsh weather. They can handle heavy rain, snow, wind and cold temperatures, and they're also equipped with waterproofing and enough insulation. So they're commonly known as mountaineering tents or expedition tents. These are used by professional climbers and explorers in extreme conditions. They are also well suited for high altitude camping, where weather conditions can change abruptly and unpredictably. So, do season ratings actually matter when picking a tent? So selecting a tent that matches the weather conditions you anticipate can significantly enhance your comfort, safety and overall enjoyment. It's not merely what the season but the specific environment that should determine your choice of tent. Tent season ratings are important because they guide you in selecting the right tent to match your camping needs. So tent season ratings are intended to help you understand the types of weather conditions, particularly what a tent can handle. So a 3-season and a 4-season ratings are designed to prepare you for a wide range of different scenarios. So when deciding between a 3-season and a 4-season tent, think about the intended use and the conditions you'll face. So a 4-season tent, typically you'd use a tent like this in high winds, heavy snowfall, and probably sometimes on the odd occasion in the summer as well, when the winds are particularly high and the rainfall is heavy enough to warrant a tent with a higher HH rating. So a 3-season tent, then to summarise a 3-season tent, excuse me. So they're very common and probably 80% of people out there use 3-season tents. They're pretty much suited for all year round, apart from the harshest of conditions. They can be used in the winter months, but just be wary of the temperature. As we all know, the temperatures really drop here in the UK during the winter months, and majority of three-season tents have a mesh inner, so they don't really retain the heat as well as a four-season tent. So if using a three-season tent in the summer, it's really good to pick a adequate sleeping bag for those temperatures. But that goes with a four-season tent as well. Your tent is only really as good as the sleeping bag you've got, especially in cold weather. So just to summarise what we've spoken about. So a three-season tent is designed to be used during the fairer months of the year. You can use them in the winter, but that all depends on the sleeping bag and the type of conditions you are in, whereas a four-season tent can be typically used all year round and in the harshest of conditions. So I hope you've taken something away from this video, especially if you're just getting into backpacking while camping. For those of you who are not new to camping, please leave your thoughts in the comments. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts on how you interpret a three-season and a four-season rating for tents. Like I said before, this video is kicking off a little mini series that we're planning on doing. So the next video of this series, I'd like to focus on sleeping bag ratings. So I'd like to break down what these ratings actually mean. So that's for the next video of this series. So please, if you have liked this video, just drop us a like, and if you have taken something away from it and you'd like to watch further videos that we release, please subscribe. It really helps with the algorithms. So the previous video was an introduction to the Valiant Peak YouTube channel, and this video is we are kicking off with content now. The main aim is to release a video once a week. We are getting into winter now, so there's going to be videos focused on winter camping. Myself and one of our brand ambassadors, we're going to Finland in February of next year on a small expedition up in the Arctic Circle. So we'll do plan to do a series about that as well, and the preparations leading up to that expedition. So we've got a lot of things planned. Drop us a like and don't forget to subscribe. And also we are up and running on TikTok and also Instagram as well. So thank you very much for joining me on a bit of a sunny, rainy, sleety sort of day in North Wales, and I hope to see you on the next video.